you doing today?
Hey guys, Jake here from Black Smoke Garage, and we acquired a free four-wheeler. A friend of ours was going to scrap this magnificent beauty, and we just couldn't let that happen. So last night we got and we brought it home, and as you can see, it runs. Ben just rode it in here, and it's a sweet quad.
In this old Honda, we got a carburetor and a winch. I'm pretty excited for this project. Let's hopefully do well on it.
Yeah, and it's gonna need a little bit of TLC. Like as you can see, the tire popped off the bead, and it's not really running correctly because the carburetor is a little bit plugged up. So as Jack said, we got a new one with it, so I'm really psyched.
So this is a rare part of this four-wheeler. I think this part might be more rare than the quad itself. The seat is in good condition. No rips or tears or nothing.
All right, as you saw there, Ben took off the seat, and we're gonna get in here and see if we find anything.
Okay, so I took the air filter, the air box cover off, and there's a lot of junk down on the bottom, and they also had the winch junction box stuffed in there. So.
Yeah, and another reason why it might not be running right is this old filter. I don't know if it looks that way on camera. That looks pretty bad.
So what we're gonna start off with is we're gonna take the filter out, probably just take the air box out of there while someone else is taking the tire off, and I'm gonna get my way to the carb. Something else we need to check out is we need to look at the brakes because the brakes are sticking. At least the rear are. The front are pretty solid, but so we're gonna get to it. Something else that's causing concern. I don't know if it's because the tire is being wonky, but it feels like you have to turn the handlebars that far to get on a straight line. It's probably because of the wheel now that I think about it.
Oh crap.
All right, so we had Jack take off this hub, this wheel, and Ben took off the air box. Yeah.
Not the best shape.
It's not good.
Part number one needed air filter.
All right, so we got this tire back on the bead. We're seeing if it's gonna leak.
I straightened out. There was a bend in the rim that I straightened out. We got a little leak right there.
Oh, and here a little bit, but that one's a big leak.
No, this one's not.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on there. Oh, all the way around.
Oh. Yeah,
That's what I said.
we're probably gonna have to get a new rim. I don't know.
I could probably. I'll start out with popping this off and cleaning up the bead really well
Use some duct tape.
on the rim, and then we'll go from there.
All right, so we popped the tire off the bead, and then we reset it with a little bit of window cleaner, and it seems like it quit leaking. So now we're just gonna move on to starting to clean things up just a little bit. As you can see, we got a bunch of stuff in here, and my personal favorite,
The pickle jar.
we got a pickle jar. So we have a little bit of work to do. Ben's got the sucker, so we're ready to get started. And while Ben starts vacuuming all the compartments and stuff, we're just gonna work on getting the plastics off. So we'll set up a little time lapse for you. All right, guys, it's started raining, so we had to put the side-by-side in. So we took it and put the tire back on. So we're probably going to work on it from the ground now. So we're going to end up taking off the plastic, the fuel tank, probably the back plastic, and see what we got. All right, so Casey and I took off the front plastics. We unplugged the headlights, and so we have it. Ben's going to take off the fuel tank and trying to get at the carburetor. I think Jack's over here working at the rear fender. All right, guys, now we have the tank off. I took it off, and Jack's working on taking the wheels off.
And I'm
so
cleaning the shop.
So we can get the back plastics off. And there's a seat on the side by side. All right, guys, so I got the carburetor out. and I undid the cable. So now we're just gonna worry about setting up the new one. All right, so we got the new carb here, and we're just gonna hook everything up and bolt it right in.
So we got the old carburetor off, and we're gonna put the new one in. That came with the 4-wheeler. Let's go drop it in there. Horrible.
All right, we got the new carburetor in, and we got our test gas tank. She runs! It's got a little bit of a high idle. She sounds mean! Yeah! All right, so we're more than happy the way it runs. That's amazing.
And now time to take off the back plastic.
So now we're gonna start putting stuff back on, probably.
Not the plastic.
We're gonna go ahead and take the plastics
We're gonna take the plastics
Yeah,
off
just to clean them.
just to clean it.
We may as well since we came this far.
Muffler?
We'll leave that on.
Ooh, we should.
All right, guys, so we got the quad back together. We decided we weren't going to take off the back plastic. We ended up finishing putting on the carb, and we have the fuel tank on. So now it runs. What we're going to do next episode is probably just clean it up, and stay tuned. Thank you.